Welcome to the Big Leaf Mahogany Growth and Yield Model. In this video, we are going to provide a brief guide on using the model to simulate the growth and yield of a built-in example population. The first step is to specify the example population you're going to use in the model simulation. In the Populations drop-down menu, you can choose between example populations and user populations. The example populations are built in and can be used by any user, whereas a user population is constructed using data provided by you. In this simulation, we're going to use the Southeast Para 2004 hectare population. So we click Southeast Para 204 hectare population. We also need to specify whether logging is going to be on and off during model simulations. In other words, are we going to log trees at a specified cutting interval and according to these logging parameters, or will no trees be logged during the simulation? In this simulation, we're going to log trees, so logging is set to on. If you wanted to set to off, you would toggle down. You also can specify the length of the simulation period. You can simulate for 80 years, simulate for 90 years, you can simulate for 15 years. In this simulation, we're going to simulate for 100 years. These are the default model conditions. So, to set up the population, you press the Setup button. The 204 hectare population is constructed on the landscape, where each green dot is a tree, and the trees are sized according to diameters. In the example populations, the field site boundary will be shown in white, and the rivers or seasonal streams of the field site are shown in blue. These will not be shown in the built-in user population. Now, to simulate this population using the default logging parameters, we press the Run 1 Year button. The red circles in the landscape are disturbances. These are formed and removed annually, and are the only areas where recruitment can occur. What you just witnessed was 1 year of simulation. In 1 year of simulation, trees are grown, they are killed, they reproduce, and they are disturbed. The results of these simulations can be previewed in this section of the interface over here. We see the diameter distribution. The initial diameter distribution is in black. The current diameter distribution is in red. You can also follow tree abundance over time, as well as total density, and commercial volume in the initial population year, year 0, or in the current population year, in this case, years 2. Also, harvest productivity of the most recent harvest is shown in the log volume monitor, and the total log volume for all current harvests are shown in the total log volume monitor, and the total number of trees logged over all the courses of all harvests are shown in total number of logged trees. So now we're going to run the population or 100 years, and we're going to see those changes over this course of time. As we run it for a number of years, you can see that the population distribution changes, and you can also follow the commercial population here in red and the total population of trees, mahogany trees larger than 20 centimeters diameter here in black. While watching the simulation proceed, you can also modify the speed at which the simulation runs by coming up to this speed bar up here where it says Adjust Speed of Model, and you can run at a slightly faster speed. The model runs faster by skipping some of the visual steps necessary, so you won't see disturbances form as frequently, but they are being formed in the same way you see them being formed when in a slower simulation. So this process would continue for the next 100 years.